Hey everybody, welcome back to our vegan kitchen. I've got a great recipe for you today. It's for a dessert and or a snack. This is kind of like it's kind of like a Lara bar, but like in a circle. So it's got all good ingredients, all simple ingredients. I made some the other day and this is what they look like. We're going to call them Sesame Delights.
They do look delightful.
Because they're covered with sesame seeds. It makes the dogs very thirsty. And it's great for a dessert when you want to have something sweet, but it's not that sweet. It's like not processed very much. And it's healthy for you. So I mean, how could you do any better than that? And it's simple. There you go. It's simple. So only a few ingredients. We've got dates. If you don't want to spend a lot of money and get the medjool dates, you can get the little deglet dates like I got. They're a little bit cheaper. And these are nice and soft. I just heated these up in the microwave for 30 seconds with the water that I'm going to be using. So it's going to blend really nicely. I've got rolled oats. I've got sunflower seeds. These are just from Aldi. They're pretty cheap. I originally made this recipe with hemp seed, half hemp seed, half sunflower seed. But if you don't want to spend the extra money and get the hemp seeds, I'm going to do the version today with just the sunflower seeds because it'll be a little bit more cost effective and just as good. I have my cinnamon and baking powder baking soda.
All these ingredients will be listed below, by the way.
Absolutely. And I have a little bit of tahini here, a third of a cup. If you don't have tahini or you don't like the taste of tahini, feel free to swap out like an almond butter or peanut butter. Just make sure it doesn't have any added sugar because that's going to throw off the balance of the sugar in the recipe. So just get the one that has either just peanuts or salt and you'll be fine. So the first thing we're going to do is ground up our oats and our sunflower seeds into a flour. All right, we're doing 2 cups of rolled oats. Wow, that was a little dusty. And then you know it's good.
Yeah.
And we're going to do 1 cup of the sunflower seeds. Love that. Reminds me of vacation. When we used to go on vacation to Lake Placid, we used to stop at the health food store and we used to get the seasoned sunflower seeds.
Yum.
And when we went to our summer stock theater, we used to sit in the audience and just eat our little sunflower seeds while we were watching the show. Loved it. I'm going to put this in as well because we're just going to, make it homogeneous. So let's take this over to the blender. And we'll just pulse this a couple of times and we should be fairly good. Okay. You might want to shake it up a little bit just to make sure that all of the ones on the top are making it down to the bottom. They don't have to be completely like powder, floury. Sometimes if you get a piece of oat in there, it's fine because it's just going to soak up the liquid and it's going to get soft anyway. I guess this is the pulse side.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, what will happen if we push it down a little bit? Oh yeah, that worked too. This is the first time I'm doing this recipe in my Vitamix. I usually do this in the food processor. So that's why I was like, hey, what's going on? I do also have to say that this recipe is inspired by the Whole Food plant-based cooking show. This is Jill's recipe, not completely. You'll see the difference. I'll leave the link to her recipe in the info box below if you guys want to check out hers too. But I changed it up a little bit. I mean, because I can't have almonds. I'm allergic to tree nuts, so I had to change it up a little bit. But not too much. All right, so we've got this. We're going to throw our wet ingredients in here now. This is the dates along with the soaking water that I've already measured out. And we're also going to put our tahini in here as well, which is going to help everything. You know, you don't want to get a piece of unblended tahini. I mean, maybe you do. But you want everything to be well mixed for the most part. All right, let's take this over to the blender. All right. If you have little tiny flecks of the dates in there, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You just get a little extra burst of sweetness. You could definitely do this in a not high-speed blender as well. Just make sure that you soak the dates in some hot water, you know, beforehand to soften them up. Otherwise, your blender is not going to be very happy with you. So now we're going to mix the wet in with the dry. This is the part that I always hate.
Scraping out
the blender.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
It's a pain in the butt, and when I watch other people do their recipes, I'm always like, oh man, they didn't even attempt to scrape out that blender on camera.
And neither will we.
Yeah. Neither will we is right. We'll be back.
It's just
after
too boring.
this is all
We need some
scraped out.
time to make this happen.
Yeah. All right, half an hour later. Not really. It was just a couple of minutes. Now is the second worst time of the recipe when you have to blend a thick batter using a spatula. Again, pretty boring. Thank you. If it's too dry, I would add a tablespoon or two of water. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be okay or not, but we'll find out. You'll find out when I find out. Oh, all blended. It was perfect. It didn't need any more liquid. So this is the consistency that you're going for, like wet cat litter. You know, like a clump of cat litter, pretty much. So I'm going to I'm taking my option and rolling these in sesame seeds.
Ooh.
Because these remind me so much of the cookies that we used to get when I used to live down in the city. It's an Italian sesame biscuit. It's just so delicious. I have my pan over here with my nonstick foil. I've got the oven heating up to 350 degrees. As soon as I fill up this tray, the minute that I fill up this tray, these are going in the oven, provided it's at 350. And they're going to be in there for 15 minutes. I guess I'll see you in 15 minutes. All right, that's a whole plate full of Sesame Delights.
What a beautiful little cookie.
I do have to say, I was a little bit freaked out because these were much blonder than the other batch.
Yeah, they are.
And we're thinking that it's possibly because this batch was made with Medjool dates and this batch was made with the Deglet dates.
Deglet.
Little Deglets. These aren't all of them. This is only half. That was only the first tray. The other one is still in the toaster.
Yeah. So let's see what it's all about.
They're quite warm and delicious.
Oh my god. I love the sesame seeds on there.
Yes, the sesame seeds add a whole another level. But I was going to say the dates always taste caramely.
This is so good.
Oh, it's perfect with a cup of tea or coffee.
They do remind me of those summer salt snacks that we used to get.
Yes. Yeah.
So good.
Also, if you don't want to use sunflower seeds, I think you could probably even use pepitas, the pumpkin seeds, the little ones. And I
that
think
is just delicious.
If you get the toasted ones that already have a little seasoning on them, I think the sweet salty would be a nice combo.
Yeah. I'm going to finish that one that I started. It's great because it's not too sweet.
Right.
But you still feel like you're having a treat. I feel like this would be so amazing, like crumbled over some yogurt or something too.
Yes. Right?
This is delicious.
But it's nice when you just want a little something. You want to feel like you're being bad.
And taste that oatmeal in there too.
Yeah. You want to feel like you're being bad, but it's totally not processed and delicious. Whole food.
Very good. I can't stop eating this. Dang.
Well, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
Sorry, I don't want to chew and talk.
But you must.
I must. Thank you all so much for watching. Let us know if you give these a try. Seriously, so freaking delicious. Oh my God. I can't wait to have more for dessert later.
This is one of my new favorite recipes.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And if you're not already subscribed, why not subscribe?
It's free.
Yeah. So we'll see you all next time. Thanks again for watching. And until next time, much love.